Hey guys, welcome back to another video. No camera today because I need you to see all of the boxes, because someone did request just for the DLC. They want to see how I organize my boxes, just in case anyone wants to just take inspiration from it and just use the same layout so you know where everything is all the time. I do have a few boxes dedicated to video related stuff, so you probably won't have them boxes. I'm going to show you each and every box that I have. So starting with the first one, so basically I have each of the types, normal type box. Now at first I was thinking, where will I put my physical attackers, special attackers? I probably should split them up. It looks better doing it across like that, but then there's like an uneven split because there's two and then a missing one and then two again. If you do it downwards, even though it doesn't look as nice, you've got three downwards and then three again this way, so it's a perfect split. So first I have my physical attackers here, and on these two rows downwards as well, and then everything after that, so these 15 squares right here, I have my special attackers for the normal, and these are just tera types. So normal tera types all around. If I had a fire type Pokemon that had a normal tera type, I would still shove it in this box. Doesn't matter about the primary types, I'm all about the tera types for these raids. Now moving on to the fire, so obviously I have the same layout here, and as you can see, two full rows, and there's plenty of room to just put everything. I feel that this is a really nice layout for it. So I've got every type. So here's my water types. Now as you can see, I have a lot of water types, so there's a Pokemon in the third row. If it gets to a point where I have over 15 Pokemon, like in the fighting type one, I'll probably get over 15 Pokemon first. I will probably choose the ones that either I like most or are more effective in raids. I will move the rest to either Pokemon Home or I'll just get rid of them. Now the reason I split physical and special is, say you're against an Avalugg. We know Avalugg is insane defensive wise, 184 defense. So I'm not going to use Pokemon on the left side of my box to fight this Pokemon, right? I'm just going to use, say it's a fire type, I would use Vaporeon, Walking Wake, or Golduck if I had to use a water type. Well, Golduck's kind of an all-rounder. I only use it for Simple Beam, but you get the point. So moving on to our grass types, again, the split, and it just looks so clean. You can kind of organize everything in a way that you like. So we have electric types. It also shows me if I'm ever low on, say, physical ones, maybe I need to build a couple more physical for electric, for example, because I have a lot of special attackers and not enough physical. So we have the ice types right there. I have my Calyrex in ice type because these two combined to make the super ice horse. So, but because it's an ice type Tera, I've shoved it in ice type. So this is where it gets tricky. So fighting type Pokemon, I don't know if you knew, but they're my favorite on the whole game. They're super effective against most types. They're just amazing. You can have like body press, iron defense, works with pretty much anyone. Fire type, but it's in my fighting box, it's fighting type Tera. There's just so many of them. I might actually thin these out a little bit. So moving on, we have a poison types, we have ground types, flying types, psychic types, bug types, rock types. I only have one rock type. Well, ghost types, dark types, dragon types, steel types, and fairy types. Now, if you're wondering, do I put my supports in these boxes or are they offense only? What's going on with that? So these Pokemon are offense only. Now, after we get to fairy, which is the last type, go forward, I have a support one box, and it's the same kind of thing. Everything in the first three, like columns, rows, whatever you call them, I think they're columns, are going to be Pokemon that specialize in walling off physical attackers. As you can see, the defense is very high on all of these Pokemon. If their defense and special defense are similar, like this Quillfish, but it has a move like Chilling Water, I will put it in defense. As you can see right there, I have Charm, I have a defensive nature, so Sylveon goes in defense in this instance. And then on the other side, I've got all my special defense wallers, quite a few of them actually, so I know what to use if I'm against a physical or a special attack only on in raids and I want to support. Next up, I have a Simple Beam box. Now this is a box just full of I caught 30 Psyducks, give them all a Simple Beam because it's kind of a hard move to get, and I was just giving them away, and this is what I've got left of it. That kind of just stays there in case anyone ever asks for it. Next up, I have request number one. So if someone requests a Pokemon, and I'll just go out and get the Pokemon, put it in this box. Same with request number two. There was actually over 30 Pokemon at one point, that's why I have two boxes. If you don't want your Simple Beam box, you probably won't, then you can have a support two if you've got so many Pokemon. So I have my request one, request two, raid event prep. So I would recommend maybe making this if you make a lot of Pokemon. What this is I can have up to 30 Pokemon in this box for the upcoming event. Say they announce an Infernape 7-star raid, I can make some attackers, some special attackers, some supports, and just put them all in here, and then they're just all ready to go for when it comes out, and they don't mix in with my normal builds that are good for like most raids in general for a certain type. Ready for video. So if I've got a Pokemon that's fully built, I put it in this box, and they are ready for a recording. Now, ready for short, these are Pokemon that I've already recorded and uploaded or not uploaded yet, but I need to make a YouTube short on them. They stay in this box. Now, on the giveaway, these are Pokemon that are currently in giveaways, so that's pretty self-explanatory because I do 6 builds a week, and they stay there until winners get chosen. Now, I have a box called Fodder. This is just, if I was to say, Piplup, Chimchar, Turtwig, know that a lot of people want them at the minute. Say if I got 10 of each of those, I could put them in here. Or if I just catch random Pokemon, I'll put them in here in case anyone wants to like do trading, like touch trading to evolve or anything like that. Anything that I just don't want at all, I could need for certain trades one day, I just put them in here. Next up, we have our box dedicated to King Cypher and his wife, Queen Tinky. So originally, this was his own box. This was the first Pokemon I caught in a raid that was shiny, so my first shiny raid. King Cypher, amazing. Only Pokemon I gave a nickname. If you remember him, you're a legend. Then a bit of time passed and I found another shiny in a raid, so I decided to name her Queen Tinky. This is Cypher's wife. I know, amazing. Those are the only 2 shiny raid Pokemon I found. If I find another one, looks like they're going to have kids. And if it's not a Tinkaton or Cypher line related, we're going to have a problem. So next up, we have a shiny one. Now, this is the random box of shinies that I found that I haven't decided what to do with yet. If I make a build, I'll check in these boxes. If I have the shiny, I'll just use one of them, train that up instead of going hunting the shiny, or for example. I will sort them out into my actual Pokemon home box eventually, but these just stay here, a shiny box 1 and a shiny box 2. Just random shinies that you find randomly throughout the wild. Not ones I've hunted, just ones I've randomly found. I do tell a lie, I hunted Feebas and Munchlax, but that's about it. Next up, our box, is that a last box? No, it's not. So our next box, we have breeding. This box will mostly be Ditto, Talonflame, and Pokemon I can breed with to get shinies, so Skeledirge, Quaquaval, Meowscarada, Piplup, Chimchar, just so I can get that shiny. It also has Sylveon in. This is my tournament Sylveon. Let me just show you what I mean by that. So this Sylveon with the amulet coin, it's got a specific amount of EVs where it can just use Hyper Voice and take out the whole tournament on its own. My last box is event Pokemon. So these are events that have come out. So this was the special mark Delphox. Like as you can see, it has the Mightiest Mark. This one, Mightiest Mark. Also have the Mightiest Mark Mewtwo, Mightiest Mark. No, that's not my Mightiest Mark Charizard. I don't know what this one was from. Might be a tournament winner that I've just claimed. So we've got the Garganical that's in the Cherish Ball. So that's a giveaway Pokemon, event Pokemon, another event Pokemon in the Cherish Ball. And that's pretty much all the boxes. That's how I lay them out. I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know if you lay yours out any differently or if you would make changes. Always open to changes if it's going to make it look cleaner. I always keep my Breloom in my party. It is my catching machine. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.